In this video, let's get some practice on prefix dimension analysis and significant digits before we move on to the more exciting part of physics. So the first question, given that x is 1 kilo A, y is 1 micro B, and 1 z is 1 giga C, convert 1200 xy over z to AB over C. So how do we approach this problem? First, let's write out the conversion in numerical values. If you remember the prefix table, you should be able to easily write x is 1000 A, y is 1 times 10 to the negative 6 B, and z is 1 times 10 to the power of 9 C. So let's keep our conversion table on the side to remind us, and let's get on with the actual conversion. So xy over z, what we want to do is get rid of x and somehow put a y in. So in this first multiplication, we want to make sure the x is on the bottom and the a is on the top. And since we know that x is 1000a, we multiply 1000a over x. So we can get rid of the x and introduce a y. We're essentially multiplying by 1 here. See, 1000a, we can make it to x, and x over x is 1. And you do the same thing to get rid of y. You put the y on the bottom and b on top. You put the conversion 1 times 10 to the negative 6b over y. And you do the same thing with z, except that you put z on the bottom to cancel it, and you put you put z on the top to cancel it, and you put c on the bottom. See, z cancels, and it introduces a c. And if you do all the numerical calculation, 1200 times 1000 times 1 times 10 to the negative 6 over 1 times 10 to the 9, you'll get 1.2 times 10 to the negative 9 AB over C. So again, just to remind you, we're not changing the value at all. We're multiplying by 1 over here, we're multiplying by 1 over here, and we're again multiplying by 1. So if you multiply it by 1 3 times, the value is still going to be the same. It's just that we changed the units. Let's get some significant digit practice questions. Determine how many significant digits are in each of these values. So the first two is relatively simple. You simply follow the rules. 2.00, the number is greater than 1, and it has a decimal, so all the zeros are significant. 0.0004520, the number is less than 1, and it has a decimal. Therefore, all these zeros to the left of the first non-zero digit, which is this one, so all these zeros are insignificant, and all the zeros to the right of the first non-zero digit is significant. So this 0 is significant, and you have 4 significant digits, 1, 2, 3, 4. And a meter is 100 centimeter. At first glance, you would think, oh, just apply the rule, the number is greater than 100, and it doesn't have a decimal, so all these zeros are not significant. But then you have to remember that this is a definition. Therefore, we know for a fact that there is 100 centimeter in a meter. There's no more, no less. Therefore, there will be infinite significant digits. And there are 1500 people in the concert. Well, this one is actually a trick question because it depends on the context. If when you say 1500 people in the concert, you mean you know for a fact there's 1500, you counted 1500, not 1499, not 1501, then there will be infinite significant digits because people are countable objects. If you're saying 1500 people, you're estimating there's about 1500 people in the concert, then there will be 2 significant digits because you're not really sure of the exact value. That would be it for this tutorial. I hope you guys learned something, and for my next tutorial I'll get into kinematics, which is way more exciting than significant digits and dimension analysis and prefixes. So be sure to stay tuned, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.